It has been a crazy couple of weeks for Bison Wrestling. Head coach Roger Kish is here to recap it for us. And coach, let's go back a couple of weeks. You had a brutal travel trip. You had a couple of duels scheduled, Utah Valley at Grand Canyon. So the Utah Valley match gets canceled. You hammer Grand Canyon. Just summarize that week for us. That was wild.
Yeah, you know, I think it was an interesting week, and we saw some adversity.
Yeah.
Our young men saw some adversity, and probably was at the end of the day, looking back and reflecting, it was probably a good thing. And we know we've had our share of adversity throughout the year, but being able to put a little twist on it, and rather than having some wrestling adversity, we have some outside adversity in our travel, and with some weather and some plane mechanical issues. You know, you spend 12, 13 hours in an airport, take a late night flight out, and be up the next morning and ready to compete is challenging when you're looking at preparing yourself mentally and physically and keeping your weight under control and doing the right things. And so it provided a different challenge for us. And last week our guys really did a nice job, you know, being able to overcome it and have success. So we're real proud of our guys the way they competed out at Grand Canyon, and unfortunately we didn't get a chance to see Utah Valley with some of those delays and travel. But you know, you look at the bright side, and we made it out to Grand Canyon. We performed well, and you know, we're able to follow it up with a good week of practice. So.
You're getting some recognition again as well. Intermat has you in the top 25 as a tournament team. What does that mean for your program? You've been at that level before, but to sneak back into that top 25 is a good thing. Yeah,
and you know, last four years or so, we've been you know, we really try to put ourselves in the top 20, top 25, and you know, the idea is to keep moving forward, and we are. This year has been, again, a little more of a challenge with some different you know, things going on, and that's okay too. But it's nice that our guys get a chance to see that, and it provides a little bit of confidence in them, and it instills that, you know, that energy that they want to bring back, knowing that they're there, they can see it, it's out there, and you know, it's something for them to build on. So we're happy with that.
This past Saturday here at the BBF, tremendous atmosphere. Northern Iowa comes in, a quality team. This is a tough duel. The Bison hadn't beaten them since the 70s, which was over 14 matches. You get the win. You get off to a good start. You won 4 of the first 5. You get tech falls from Rodriguez and Zilmer. Just summarize this match. It was very well done by your guys.
Yeah, you know, if you're reflecting on the duel and looking back here, I think you see what you typically see from our leaders, our captains, our seniors. Hayden Zilmer comes out and does what he's supposed to do. He wrestles hard. He gets the guys ready to go. Josh Rodriguez, you know, our captain, he comes out. He gets the duel start off in the right direction. And then I think you could talk about a couple of the highlights and big swing matches with Kyle Gleave at 157, Tyler McNutt at 174. Both came out, wrestled some tough opponents, and were able to you know, come away with the victory. So real proud of those guys and what they accomplished this weekend, and you know, it brings us a sense of self-confidence in these guys, and you can see it in their attitudes and in their training, even starting to pick up more and more as we continue to have success. So real happy, real proud of these guys, and it was a great duel Saturday night.
So stretch run, you get another home duel this Sunday against South Dakota State. And score to settle with those guys down at Brookings. That was a dual loss. They're kind of rising up a little bit, but this is a big duel. It's kind of a rivalry, and it kind of sets the tone as we move towards March here, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Anytime you get a chance to wrestle a rival team in a South Dakota State, you're going to see a great atmosphere. You're going to see hard wrestling. You're going to see guys that might take it a little more personal, and that's what we want. We want to have a great, hard-fought duel. And against South Dakota State, they you know, we wrestled them early on in the season. They got the best of us. You know, and now we have to make the adjustments and start looking forward to this weekend, and hopefully we can make the right adjustments, and we come out, we can compete hard, and you know, come away with the win.
How important is it to peak this time of year too, individually in the sport of wrestling for guys? You're looking at that Big 12, you're thinking about seedings, you're thinking about the big picture, but you also want to win the duel. How important is it for guys to peak right now?
You know, it's early. In the grand scheme of things, it's early to be peaking right now. we're still making adjustments. We're worried about South Dakota State, of course. We got 10 individual matches come Sunday evening. You know, and after that we'll start making the adjustments for our 10 individuals who will be competing at the Big 12 tournament. So we're not necessarily worried about peaking right now. We still got a lot of room to grow, and you know, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks is a long time to get better and get in the right spot here. So we'll wrestle South Dakota State here on Sunday, make sure we're ready to go there, and then we'll start looking ahead for conference and making the right adjustments for each individual as we move forward.
Congratulations on the win against UNI. 76-77 was the last years that NDSU had beat Northern Iowa, so congratulations on that and best of luck against South Dakota State.
Thank you.
Head coach Roger Kish and the wrestling program off to a great start. We're about in the middle of the season here, and they're rolling. Come out and enjoy this team. Enjoy this match that's coming up with South Dakota State. We need Bison Nation out here, need the fans out here. Let's pack this place for the South Dakota State match, and we'll recap it for you next week. Have a great week.